Patawin, patawin, patawin. There we go. But yeah, what's up, guys? How's everybody doing today? Okay, let me open this shit. Broker, sign in. Damn, bro, this month has been good. I was looking at my P&L curve yesterday. I was like, shit. And again, so today we have low volatility conditions. Gamma is positive. Volatility index is at 1. And then we have a lot of orders. What level is this? 350. Okay, so we're a very volatile area, right? Again, we can see here on TradingView we have this level here. The blue level is a high volume node for zero ODT, which essentially is options that expire today, and it is Friday. So essentially, if price can break above here and stay above here, we're gonna see some volatility here, right? And we just rejected at the put support, which is good. Meaning the sellers got fucked. But let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Market opens in 2 minutes. Realistically, I'm willing to go long after it breaks above 418. Not before, just because again, 418, we have this high here. I want to make sure we're out of this area before I'm going long. Just because it could just reject and go back lower from this move origination area, right? Paciencia, joven Palawan. No, let me update the levels. There we go. I'll change over to the intraday levels a bit later. Yeah, intraday levels haven't updated yet. So I'll change over to the intraday levels once we're like at 940, just so we get an update, because this is the intraday levels from yesterday. But let's see what we get, right? Okay, let me. Oh, bro, today was a very interesting morning at Chronos. Rhythmic, the entire backend was down. But yeah, let's see what the market open does. Let's see, dude. We got a lot of good stuff planned for Chronos. I'm gonna talk to you guys in a bit about that once I'm not recording the stream because I can't really say this on tape. But I got some interesting plans for Chronos, but I want to hear your feedback on what you guys think about what I'm thinking about. Right? Again, it's a cool idea in my head, but I need your guys' honest feedback once I talk to you guys about it. Because again, just because I think it's a cool idea doesn't mean it is. Gotta get proper feedback on it. Again, I'm looking. It's probably gonna dump into this area to then go higher. I'm not looking to short unless we close under 312 and follow through. Just not really looking to short unless that happens. And as for going long, again, I want to see some more structure, right? So right now I'm hands off, waiting to see what happens. Because again, we look at bookmap, right? Nothing too crazy, right? Key levels 410, and then above that, it's kind of free range. Under, same thing, right? So I want to see if we get to this area, right? We had this zone here that was kind of created. Let's see if it's going to retest. So like, if it dumps and gets to this area and rejects, maybe we can see the longs happen. But honestly, patience is going to be our best friend today. And then again, TradingView, we're bouncing off of this area. I'm not trying to trade until we don't break out of here, just because HVLs, what they do is it's areas that have a lot of gamma and a lot of volume. So price can get very volatile once it chooses a direction in here. So I'm not trying to time it, because if you predict it and you predict it wrong, essentially you're butt fucked. And I'm not trying to be in that position today, so we're just gonna wait a bit. interesting volume coming in, right? Some buyers came in, absorbed that here. Major seller got absorbed at this area, but again, until we don't get a break out of that range, I am not gonna trade. Bro, low-key, I want to go to a shooting range today, but I got a lot of work and calls to do. So should I be a responsible adult, or should I do the minty calls and then go shoot up some shit? If lose, go shoot. But I gotta finish some work. Because this weekend I got some stuff planned, which won't allow me to work, which is fucking terrible. So let's see what happens, right? When it gets to 300, I'm gonna see what type of reaction we get, right? If we trade under this area over here on book map, then I'm willing to go short. If we don't, then I'm not. Do we have any 1 hour gaps here? No, the 1 hour is choppy as shit, bro. I do see the 1 hour developing lower and giving us a wick fill to the downside. If it continues lower, I just need to wait for some proper confirmation. Again, the way this key level reacts is going to be key, in my opinion. Why? Because that's my opinion. Now, we got a lot of liquidity here, so depending on what I see here, I'll kind of make my bias more clear. Or at least the trade I'm going to look for. So let's see what happens at this key level, right? Again, I'm not trying to time it. I'm not doing anything before it reaches the key level here. Once it reaches, depending on the reaction, hey, if we burst, close under, and we see some strong aggressive volume lower, sure, I'm willing to try some shorts into the low of day. But if not, then I'm really just going to wait it out. So yeah, let's see what type of reaction we get at this key level here. Okay, so we absorbed it, but we didn't have a major volume event here, right? No crazy icebergs or stops. So that tells me that the institutional volume is just not into this move yet. But I could see it positioning soon. Again, once we break under this area. If we fail to bounce from here, then the shorts are just going to be very juicy. Again, so now we have a 300 more seller, right? Again, if this level, right, we broke under, if we're able to hold under and break here, my entry is going to be at the break of 300 if it doesn't bounce. Right, so I'm not taking it just yet, but it would look something like this, right? 300 is here. Boom. So the trade would look something around here and then just target the low of day. Maybe even lower into X1, right? But again, I'm going to wait until we break under 300 and hold. If we do so, then I'm shorting. If we don't, then I'm not. It's pretty straightforward. So I'm not going short yet until we break 300. Once we break 300, then we can start talking game. Will it break or will it not break? That is a real question. It's rejecting a lot of this area, right? Again, the previous potential long area, it's starting to reject. So that's why I don't want to go short until we don't break under. We also saw a major buyer coming here at the bottom. I'm just gonna wait for some, you know, higher iceberg stop order events. Because right now it just doesn't make sense to be in a trade. So this, I'm discarding it. If we do go under and make it happen, then I'll get in. If not, then there's nothing to do. So let's see what happens. Literally nothing to do right now. Except wait. Again, shorts are starting to look good. I just want to wait for my final confirmation with this area. If it happens, it plays out, dope. Again, right, we're seeing a lot of bullish reactions at this level. Would not want to be shorting just yet. Until we don't break and hold it, I'm not really willing to try anything. So let's see. Oh, this area is holding strong for the buyers, dude. Yeah, bro, these buyers do not want to see price break under here. And look at how the liquidity is getting removed. That means that we're probably going to break sooner rather than later. But again, my job is not to time that or predict that. I'm simply here to react once it happens. If not, we're just trading in this chop and there's no trade for me. What is that level at 21,303? On TradingView or on Bookmap? On Bookmap, it's just an area of previous buyers. So yeah. Bro, it's literally just chopping right now. News in 19 minutes. Yep. Appreciate the heads up support. The Bookmap green line, no, don't worry about that. It's not even paying attention to it. It's an indicator area for the previous longs. At least from what I'm seeing, nothing to trade right now. It's bouncing off nicely, yeah. And no, but that's just a coincidence. It's because of the liquidity here. That line has, it doesn't have any like level significance in terms of the markets. Okay, finally some bigger orders coming in here. Let's see if that gets the market moving. Dude, literally buyers are doing anything possible to keep price above here. This is crazy. Again, if it breaks under these levels under 300, I think we could get some really nice shorts. But until we don't break and close under, I'm not really willing to touch it. Just because of how bullish we've seen prices reacted from this area. Again, the same thesis is here, right, dude? If we can break under 300 and hold under, then I'm shorting. Because it means that the bears are taking up there, right? So it's not holding. It went under, but it didn't hold. So I need to see it hold under there, bro. Once we can hold under here, then I'm willing to start playing around with it. Until then, I'm good. Thank you. Bro, this price action is mad annoying. And once we can close under on the 5, maybe I'll go for it. Let's see if we can hold under finally. Again, until I don't see some better momentum and actual rejections to the downside, I'm not shorting here. There we go, give me that. Okay, if it takes the low, I'm willing to go short. With my stop at the high of the X3 level. And then just target the 1-day minimum. So if it does develop lower, I'll go for it. So I'm in. Stop is right above here. What is happening with my levels? Okay, this makes sense. So yeah, let's just see how this plays out. I'm in with low risk at first, right? I'm willing to scale in once we go lower. And honestly, I don't even know if I want to stay in this position for too much, just because it's bouncing. Yeah, I'm getting out early. Took small loss on it, but I'm not willing to stay in after this massive bullish rally from this area. I'll go back in if we get a 5-minute close under, but after this rally from here, yeah, I'm not willing to stay. I think I'm just gonna wait until 10, honestly, wait 15 minutes until we get something at 10 and see what happens from there. If it goes lower into and like reclaims that level there, sure, I'll go for it. But until then, I'm good, dude. This is just like a chop down. No, I'm not trying to partake in those activities. If we close under, let me go into the 3-minute. The 5-minute is being low-key useless right now. If this 3-minute candle closes bearish, I'll get back into the trade. But this just looks atrocious, bro. Dude, this shit is just not moving anywhere. Probably gonna wait until 10 for a trade. Again, I don't see anything too crazy going on right now, so just gonna wait it out. What a slow day. Yeah. Let's wait and see. If it breaks under 275, I'll give another shot at the shorts. Okay, I'll give it another shot right now, just because of the momentum we're having. So I'm getting it now. My stop is just going to be at the recent highs, like at 327. And then I'm taking my first partial over here to 121 at 220. And then letting the rest run into the 140s if it does get there. But let's see, right? And on box map, what levels do we have between 230 and 140? Should be a free zone if we get under here. So yeah, I'm in on the shorts here. Targeting this area. And then I'll let whatever wants to happen happens, you know? Okay, give me that. I like this. I like this. We're getting more aggressive now. That was good timing on the entry, not gonna lie, dude. I'm taking my first partial at the current low of day. Right, I'm in with 3 contracts. I'm taking 1 off at the current lot and then letting 2 run. So I'm taking 1 off here and then letting the rest run. So when it gets there, I'll take it off, not before. Right, because that way I secure, well, how much is like 50 points on 1 partial and then let the rest run, yeah. That makes sense. Dude, we got in with the momentum just at the right time. That was lucky. Okay, I'm taking off my first partial right now. Stop's going to break even. So just manually took off that partial right now. So first partial was taken at 238. Stop is a break even now. So I made up for my loss earlier, right? So anything above here is profit. So I'm break even on the day. I'll take that. So break even day so far, and now it's free money from here. So yeah, I'll trail more aggressively once we break the low if we break it. So let's see if this continues pushing lower. I'm seeing these buyers here, so it might just take us out break even and be a break even day. But let's see what happens, right? If it takes me out in this break even, was it loss or a buy earlier? No, it was a sell, but I ended up calling it early because I saw this candle pumping too much. It was a bad exit, not gonna lie. Not the best management here, but it is what it is. Then we have news at 10, so if it takes us out break even now, it is what it is. We'll let it play until 10. Dude, we've had 0 major volume events yet, like no major iceberg or stop events, which is a bit concerning. But yeah, this was a good partial, so if it takes us out, we're the partial was here. Stop was here. Yeah, 1-to-1 partial, I'll take it. And then next week I'll be back to trading the top step account that we did on challenge like 2 weeks ago. So that's that. And I'm out of break even. So break even Friday, not the best, but hey, we didn't end up red. So I'll take that any day of the week.